All right, this is the Western Electric 30B. There's the key. And we're good to go. Okay, that's a full set. It's 4. Two is binding. That's an open. All right. Wow. That was pretty quick. Let's see. Let's adjust the focus. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to remove the vise. Start there. And let me move the camera. So we can see a little better what's going on here. Okay. All right, so let's do this properly. You can see that the bolt is fully retracted. Okay, so that the lock is picked. And now there's a tricky bit here because the lock's designed to hold the key in when it's open. So I'm not actually sure I'm going to be able to get this pick out, but we'll see what we can do. Well, I can definitely get it out if I bend it, but I don't know if I'm willing to do that. I'm close. You know what? It's just not worth doing damage. So I'm going to lock the lock back up this way. And that will give me the room I need to remove all these things. Okay. Yeah, no longer trapped in there. Still pretty tight fit, but there we go. All right. So, let's gut this lock. And I've got maybe a little bit of organization here will help. Maybe fix the lighting a little. Let's see. It's all better. All right. So I've got these rubber bands here just for safety because to gut this lock, I have drilled off the tops of the 4 rivets here. Okay, I should show you the keys match. Well, first off, of course, this is a 30B. And where's the key code? There's the key code. So 33130B. There we have it. Case is actually coming off already. That's the top plate. The plug comes out if I lift this off. Here we are. Okay, and now you can see here there's the lever pack and the spring here that provides all the tension on the levers. Here's the plug, and this is the protective plate. All right, so let's see. There's a leaf here, a spring leaf here. There's a cam. Here we are. We can probably get the levers out next, so let's see. There are spacers in between. Spacer. There are 8 levers in total. They're all stamped. You can see this is lever 1. It's stamped, I think that says 3B, right? Each stamp has a number corresponding to the depth and the letter, because there are a few different types. All of them have false gates. You can see one right there. Anyways, lever 1, spacer. Lever 2. This one's nasty. It's max lift 1A. Spacer here. Then we have lever 3. One of the things that makes this lock difficult to pick is you'll have something like lever 3, which is 6A, it looks like. So it's not quite the minimum, but that's a very, very low lift. And so when you have a lever like, lever 2, which is max, and actually you can see lever 4 here is also max. So this guy's sandwiched between 2 very high lift levers. Those levers are the ones that the spring actually pushes back on and gives you feedback. So while that's happening for the max lift levers, you got something like this 6A in here that's almost freewheeling, and so it's very easy. You just touch this lightly, and you've overset, and you're done. So that is a little bit of a challenge. Another spacer. And then, as I was saying, here's lever 4 is also a max lift. These ones are nasty too, because they're not only lifting high, but the false gate is in the worst possible place. So you always catch the false gates on these. Let's see, that's spacer. Okay, there's lever 5, 4B, 2 false gates. At this point, it might be easier. It's over half the lock, so I'm going to take the spring mechanism out. There are 2 pieces there. Now, another spacer. What am I up to? So this is number 6. I'm just going to pull the rest out here all in one go. So that's a spacer, lever 7, it's a 4B, oops, and another spacer, and of course the last, lever 8, which is, curiously, it doesn't have a stamp, this one. All right, so, and here's the housing. I guess there's this little plastic piece here, comes out. Sometimes the bolts come out of these, yeah, there we go. There's the bolt, there's the housing, nothing really left. And yeah, that's the Western Electric 30B. I'll just do a little bit of a zoom in here at all the pieces. And I guess while I have a minute, I should talk about the tools, because not all 30Bs are the same. I've noticed across a few of them, the geometry of the levers is sometimes different. Sometimes there's a secondary leaf spring holding them in position. I've also noticed, this is probably more important for picking, is that there are 2 different types of cams, rather plug cam interfaces. So this one is an older style. This is similar to what's found in the 30A. And you can see what's interesting. So it sits like this. And what's interesting is if you rotate the plug counterclockwise, there's a little knob here that binds it with the cam, and so the cam will rotate counterclockwise. But if you go clockwise, there's no binding, right? So this is how it works in the 30A, not how it works in the 30C, where it's more integrated, and so you can tension the plug to tension the lock, the cam. So for this particular type of 30B with this cam, you can't just simply tension with the wrench. Now I had this one in here really to provide some of the counter rotation, so because I could go counterclockwise with it to get out of false gates. But the real workhorse was this wire here, which reached through to be able to fit in there to the cam and get in there. and that's how I was able to tension really at all clockwise. Okay, I think that's about it.